Now, Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval with the On Your Side forecast.
And depending on how the temperatures go and precipitation for the rest of the spring will decide whether that river will go above flood stage. Water managers will be watching it closely, hoping they can just keep it at this level. And then maybe when you start to see it going down, that's a sign that they've created enough space. But those reservoirs are filling up, and they will fill up even more as those temperatures rise into next week. Notice how our 10-day curve, this curve is all in the red now starting tomorrow. That means above average all the way through with a peak near 80. Then it dips. It's good to have this dip here and then back up into the mid to upper 70s. It could cool down after that. And that's what we want. We don't want temperatures to get too hot for too long. We don't want a lot of moisture as well. We had a lot of rain in the beginning of April, and that created that extra moisture. Now that it's drier, there's a higher demand from the irrigators. And so the New York Canal has much more water flowing down it than it did earlier in the month. It's pretty typical because now they're drawing more water from it, so that allows them to release more water from Lucky Peak. So it's a somewhat complex situation that they have, but the bottom line is we just want to be sure that everything goes average. Temperature and precipitation through the spring, and hopefully we'll be fine because it could still, we want it to get wet in June. That will be good once we get rid of most of that snowpack. Now look at these wind gusts we had today, up to 30 miles per hour, Boise to Mountain Home, same thing in Twin Falls, up to 40 to 50 in eastern Idaho today. That was a cold front that went by to the north. That front is now pushing into the northern Rockies, and so behind that we're left with not much going on, and that means tomorrow will really make for a pleasant day. That three elements that I talk about for a great day is the sunshine, the light wind, and the temperatures that are comfortable range. And so here we are around 72 for a high temperature, sunshine all day, and almost no wind as we step through the hours into the evening. No wind in the evening. If you got a ball game, barbecue, going to go for a walk or a bike ride, you won't have that strong wind blowing during the evening tomorrow like we had earlier this evening. There's the cool weather back east here, or say back east, in the northern Rockies. A cold front coming through, keeping it chilly in Bozeman and Jackson. Snow falling in Yellowstone in the higher mountains here and points to the east. That cool weather is what's sliding to the east, so now our weather is not coming from the northwest anymore, starting to come from the west. And when that happens and we have a warming trend, I like to look towards Medford because it's typical that their weather one day will eventually get that if we're having a standard warming trend in our neck of the woods the following day. So 66 in Boise today, could be close to 73 during the day tomorrow, maybe 71. 72 in Ontario will be a little bit warmer than that. So mild temperatures are definitely heading on in. McCall today, still get that melting going on. It was 31 this morning. Beautiful on Payette Lake as well. We're just in that time transition here where we need to get some milder temperatures. We can start getting some boats out there in the lake. It will be in the 60s this weekend. Beautiful weather if you're heading up into the higher elevations to check things out. And I think you're going to love it in Sun Valley as well. Sun Valley is going to have a great weekend. It will become partly cloudy, but temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. Beautiful. And then some showers will come in next week, mostly east of Boise. And that's where things are falling and occurring right now. And by the way, we had a bit of a tornado outbreak. There's your heavy rain in Texas. All these little green spots here, flood warnings and advisories on the rivers, the Mississippi all the way down, and tornadoes now pushing through the same region. They're having a rough time in the eastern part of the United States, the eastern third. But this warmer weather is coming in with dry conditions, and so nice weather for the Treasure Valley. And my exclusive true view of tomorrow's weather today, mid 70s in the Western Valley, Vail, Ontario, Weiser, Fruitland. We're talking out towards Richland, Oregon. Beautiful conditions tomorrow. 72 in Boise. You got to love it. Same story in Garden Valley with temperatures around 70 degrees. About 60 in McCall and 60 or so in Sun Valley. Some beautiful weather with that sunshine in those higher elevations and the light wind, and 70 in the Magic Valley tomorrow. My extended forecast up to 77 Saturday, 79 on Sunday. It will be partly cloudy this weekend, especially on Sunday. It won't be as bright sunshine as we'll have tomorrow. Tomorrow will be sunny all day.
It could be one of our nicest days of the year. Is that fair to say, tomorrow?
I really think so. I think
we haven't had too many to pick from
in
the 70s.
It's still early too, but you're right.
Early.
Beautiful tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Scott.